Episode 113, Mr. Foster, a super nurse. After Dario helped Jade put on her socks, he raised his head and looked at her. He found that she was staring at him. He couldn't help but smile. Jade immediately turned her head away. "You can look if you want, it's not like I don't want you to look." Dario's sleeves were rolled up, revealing strong forearms with a light dusting of hair. They drew her gaze back to them. So manly, so sexy. She looked away again. "I didn't look at you." She crawled onto the bed to get away from him, but this plan didn't work. Dario lay down next to her and put his lips by her ear. His warm breath made her shiver. He said shyly, "I think you like the way I take off my clothes." An image of Dario's naked body popped into Jade's head, all strong biceps and well-defined abs and muscled thighs, and other parts too. Jade could feel herself blushing. Dario's phone rang. She hid her relief as he climbed off the bed and left the room. Lying on Dario's bed, trying not to picture his muscles, Jade had a sudden thought. She's almost forgotten that filming for Decadent Ladies started tomorrow. The director had asked her to prepare. She hadn't prepared for anything. Jade hurriedly got out of bed and began stuffing her things into a bag. Dario came back in, took the bag, and held it away from her. "What are you doing?" Jade said frantically. "The shoot starts tomorrow." Dario calmly began putting her things back in the wardrobe. He said in a commanding tone, "You need to rest at home for a few more days. You're not going anywhere. You can join the filming when you're recovered, understand?" "But they're starting tomorrow. I could lose this job." She was just a newcomer, with a rare opportunity to play the lead role. Dario closed the wardrobe. "Don't worry." Jade didn't understand, but she didn't say anything more. She didn't want him to get angry. She decided to try to talk to him later. A few minutes later, she was surprised to get a phone call from her talent agency. Her manager, Caroline, didn't even say hello before telling Jade that the Decadent Lady shoot was delayed by a few days, and that Caroline would be in touch to let her know the exact start date. Caroline commanded Jade to take good care of herself, especially the injuries on her face. Then she hung up. Jade hadn't had a chance to say a single word. Jade looked at the phone screen blankly. Had Dario known about the delay on the shoot? Had he somehow arranged the delay? Jade thought of several things. She thought of the time she was rushing out in a hurry and Dario told her she could go a little later. Right away, she got a text from Caroline setting a later meeting time. Also, she thought she'd missed her chance to audition for Decadent Lady, but Dario insisted that she go back. Without him, she wouldn't have gone back, and she wouldn't be the female lead of Decadent Lady. So many coincidences. She wondered once again, who was Dario Foster really? Why was he so powerful? The more she thought about it, the more she felt that something strange was going on. She seemed to have married someone extraordinary. Dario tapped her nose, ending her train of thought. "Why are you staring at me all the time?" "I was just wondering why you were so powerful." Jade studied his handsome face. She really didn't know much about him. Dario leaned close to her ear and murmured, "Can I show you how powerful I really am?" "What do you mean?" Jade asked. Then she realized and blushed. Dario's expression became serious. He hugged her and said softly, "It doesn't matter who I am. All that matters is that I'm your husband and you're my wife." His wife. The words tasted as sweet as honey. "Just lie down and relax. I'll go to study to get some work done." Dario gently stroked her hair. He started to stand up, but Jade held onto his sleeve. "You don't want me to go? You want me to stay here with you?" Dario found himself smiling. Jade reluctantly let go of him. "No, you should go ahead." She lowered her head guiltily. She didn't want to cause him trouble for no reason, and he had to work. "I know you miss me, but I really do have something important to take care of today. I'll come with you as soon as I can." Dario didn't want to leave either, but he had delayed a lot of things because of her yesterday. If he didn't get caught up, it would affect his business. Jade smiled mischievously. "Can you guess what I'm thinking?" "For this," Dario said, "I will need to consult your butt." He smacked her lightly on the butt and she squealed. The smile on his face became even wider. "As I suspected. Such dirty thoughts." He started walking towards the door, then turned back. "If you're bored, you can study the script, but I'm warning you, you have to rest and stay warm. Wear slippers whenever you're out of bed, and you're not leaving this apartment, understand?" Jade covered her ears. "I know, you're so annoying. Hurry up and get to work." When he finally left, the bedroom felt huge and cold. She missed him already. The first thing Dario did after he left was to take a punishingly cold shower. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to concentrate on his work. Jade was getting more confident and more flirtatious, and it was driving him wild. What was he going to do about her? For the next few days, Jade felt like a captive princess. She stayed in the apartment and rested. Dario brought whatever she wanted to eat and even prepared it for her. She had no responsibilities. Jade realized her clothes felt a little tighter, as if she'd gained a couple of pounds. If she was still going to star in Decadent Lady, she needed to be careful about her weight. She told Dario that she was becoming a vegetarian. Dario said that was fine, but he kept cooking meat for her, and Jade kept eating it, sometimes with tears in her eyes. The food Dario cooked was just too delicious to resist. What made her the most embarrassed was that Dario even washed her underwear for her. She tried to do it herself, but he stopped her. He told her that scrubbing underwear in cold water was too strenuous for her right now. Jade saw him scrubbing at a bloodstain with intense concentration, and she blushed so hard she thought her face might combust.